Hey, how's it going guys? mltmagictricks here. So in today's video, I'm going to be performing and then teaching you this no setup teleportation style card trick that will definitely fool all of your spectators. But really quickly, before we get into this performance, if you are new here to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more high quality card and magic trick videos like this. But anyways guys, let's get straight into this performance. Okay, so I'd start off this trick by handing the deck of cards over to my spectator and just have them shuffle up the pack as much as they want to until they are satisfied. So once my spectator's done shuffling, I would be explaining to them that for this trick, I am going to be making a selection and they are going to as well, but it's not going to happen in the usual sense because for my card here, guys, all I'm going to do is just take the top card in the deck, in this case, the 3 of hearts. This card right here is going to be my selection, and my spectator's card is just going to be the second top card in the deck, in this case, the 2 of spades. So what I'm going to do here is just take your card, the 2 of spades, I'm going to place it right here on top of the deck, and now I'm going to take my selection, the 3 of hearts, I'm just going to hold it right here, and we're going to try something pretty interesting with these cards. So I'm going to take my selection one more time here, guys, the 3 of hearts. I'm just going to place it down here on the table, and if I had a spectator with me, I'd go ahead and have them place it in between their hands. But just to mimic that, I'm going to place the card box over the card right there. Now, with the 3 of hearts here and the 2 of spades on top of the deck, all I need to do is take the 2 of spades, give it a little snap and a flick. You should see that the 3 of hearts somehow comes back to my hand, and the card under your hand is not the 3 of hearts anymore, is actually the 2 of spades, just like that. So guys, that is the card trick. I really hope you enjoyed this one, and if you want to learn how to do this very cool no setup teleportation style card trick, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. Okay, so I really hope you guys enjoyed that performance, and because of how quick this card trick is, it certainly will confuse all of your spectators, and all you're going to need for this trick is a deck of cards, and you're ready to go. You can even do this trick with a borrowed deck, it really does not matter. So you're going to start off with your spectator just shuffling up the deck as much as they want to until they are satisfied, because like I mentioned earlier, there is in fact no setup to this card trick. Now, at this point, once you're done shuffling, you're going to ask for the deck back, and as you're talking to them and explaining what you're going to be doing with this trick, you can just kind of, make some small talk here and saying that you're going to make a selection and they are going to as well. But as you're doing that, you're going to spread out the cards like this, and you're going to need to get a pinky break below the top 3 cards in the deck. So as you're spreading out, you're going to come back up to the top and just get a pinky break right here below the top 3 cards in the deck, just like this. So once you have your pinky break below the top 3 cards, you're going to explain to your spectator that your selection is simply going to be the top card in the deck, and all you're doing here, guys, is just taking off the top card. So you're going to go ahead and take it off like this, and you're going to go ahead and turn it over just like so, and you're going to tell your spectator, okay, in this case, my selection is going to be the 8 of clubs. Now, make sure you maintain the break now below the top 2 cards. You're going to tell your spectator, okay, I'm going to take my selection, I'm going to place it right here, and your selection is going to be the second top card in the deck. But in reality, guys, what you're doing here is taking the 2 cards from the break, just like this. Make sure you kind of slide off your card right here, the 8 of clubs. You're just going to slide it off at the same time as you're pulling out the 2 card packet, and keep a pinky break right here below your selection on top of the deck. Now, at this point here, with this 2 card packet, your spectator thinks this is 1 card. You're going to tell them, okay, the second top card is going to be your selection, in this case, the 10 of hearts. And guys, when you're doing this, it's really important how you take out the cards. I mean, basically, turn them over. So I'm going to show you one more time here. You're going to take the top card. Okay, you notice what I do here, guys. I take the card and I turn it over like this, 8 of clubs. You bring it back and you do the same thing with this 2 card packet here. You're just going to want to turn it over like this. Make sure it looks natural, because if you do 2 different motions, your spectator will get suspicious. Now, at this point, you're going to show them, okay, this card is going to be your selection, the 10 of hearts, but in reality, you have your double packet here, guys. Keep it square, it's really important. Now, what you're going to do here is place the 2 card packet right above your selection on top of the deck. You're going to tell your spectator, okay, I'm going to go ahead and take your card right here, and I'm going to slide it off. Now, you have the 3 card break again. You're going to lift up the 3 cards, and you're going to slide off the top card just like this. Make sure you guys are keeping, the cards square as you're doing this. You're going to say, okay, I'm going to take off your selection just like this. But in reality, guys, what you're doing here is sliding off a random card. You're going to say, okay, I'm going to take your selection right here, and now I have my selection just like this. But in reality, what you have here is your selection and their selection directly on top of it. But at this point, when your spectator sees your selection, the 8 of clubs here, they're going to think, okay, my 10 of hearts is right here on top of the deck. But obviously, it's right behind it right here. So you're going to tell your spectator now, okay, we're going to try something with your selection and my selection. Now I'm going to take my card here. I'm going to place it right here on top of the deck, and I'm just going to slide it off. I'm going to go ahead and place it off here. I'm going to put it in between your hands. But guys, what you did there was you just slid off their selection. But obviously, if you do that move quickly and casually, it seems like you're just taking off your card, which was, the 8 of hearts. So you have your packet here. You're going to say, okay, I'm going to go and take my card. I'm going to give it to you. Go ahead and place it in between your hands. You're giving them their selection. Guys, when they're doing this, make sure they don't turn it over. Just make sure they don't, say like that. Just say, okay, put your hand out here. Go ahead and put your hand on top of it. So there's no way that they can turn, the card over before you reveal the switch. Now, you're going to say, okay, you have my selection, and now I have your selection right here on top of the deck. You're going to take off the card, give it a little snap, and show them that your selection actually found its way back into your hand. You have them, open up their hands, and they will see that their selection is somehow in between their hands. The cards actually switch, but in reality, you guys, had your breaks and were turning over 2 cards as one. So guys, that is basically the trick. This is a really effective and actually not too difficult card trick to perform, which is really great. So I definitely recommend you guys give this one a try. Once again, it is completely no setup. Just make sure you understand the steps for this trick and you guys will be good to go. Go ahead and rewatch, any parts of this tutorial that you need to in order to fully understand this trick. But with a little bit of practice, you guys will, just easily have this down. So I definitely recommend you guys incorporate this card trick into your routine. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this video. If you liked the video, leave it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.